What's going on, YouTube? I hope you're all doing well. I want to welcome you to another edition of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. Today is the 4th of July, 2021. For those of us in the United States, that means we're celebrating our Independence Day. Yep, 245 years ago today, those rascally patriots declared their independence from Great Britain and the King. They signed it on the Declaration of Independence and set forth the motion of what was to become the country that we live in today. You may be wondering why I have a dollar bill on here. Well, yeah, normally I wouldn't show anything fiat, but there's a reason for it. I want you to take a look at the pyramid there. That's what we call a truncated pyramid, meaning it's unfinished. You see the top floating above the main portion of the body there. This was initially meant to convey that America's growth wasn't yet complete, which simply put means we are an imperfect country. When the capstone eventually settles onto the pyramid permanently, that's when we will become the country that our forefathers envisioned. As you know, we're not there. We have a lot of imperfections, but God bless the United States of America. I love living here and I wouldn't go anywhere else. So we're talking about imperfection, which brings me into today's video. We're going to talk about cull coins or cull bullion. What is it? Well, it's like our nation and our unfinished pyramid. It's imperfect bullion and coins. Is it worth collecting? Let's talk about it. So when we're talking about less than perfect bullion, there's generally two categories that I like to use. First one is cull, and the second one is less than BU or brilliant uncirculated. And that's kind of where milk spotting falls into, so we're going to talk about that one first. I don't consider milk spotted bullion to be cull. I don't think they should be referred to as cull. I think they're different categories. But where does the milk spotting come from? Well, a lot of theories point to the wash process that the mints are using. And it appears to be a detergent residue that isn't fully rinsed off before those silver planchets hit the furnace there. And as those planchets get heated to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hey, anything left over on that coin is going to be baked into the surface. Now, the worst part is it may not even show up right away. It could take weeks, months, maybe even years for you to see that milk spotting. I mean, it got so bad for Silver Eagles at one point that the grading company PCGS was really hesitating to grade any eagle at MS70, due to the chance of spots showing up in the future. And if you think about that, you can't really blame them. I mean, here they are putting their perfect mark on a silver eagle, and a year later they're all milked up. So you can see where they hesitated to give their perfect ratings. So this isn't just a United States mint problem. This is all over the world. There are mints around the world that show the same problems. The Royal Canadian Mint seems to have the most difficulty. The maples have really been eviscerated over the years. Yeah, these have gotten really bad. Some of these maples have just degraded to a point of unbelievable status. This one's pretty bad in itself, but it wasn't limited to the maples for the mint there. This is a Birds of Prey series owl, and you can see where it's starting to show up on the upper part. And even worse, on the queen side, she's really falling apart. And let's see, their 2010 Olympic hockey issue. Once again, you can see it really coming through. Which is a shame, because I really like this one. This was one of my favorites from them. So, yeah, Canadian Mint's got a problem. But, hey, South Africa, join the fun. Krugerrands are notorious for this. You can see it on the left side. And poor Mr. Kruger there. He's really catching it on the top right. So you got South African mint. You got your Royal Mint. This Britannia is really suffering from milk spotting. Not too bad on the other side, though. But yeah, this side's pretty tough. And even the Perth Mint in Australia. Hey, you guys, you weren't immune to it either. You see it on the left side starting to come through. And a little bit more on this side. So, yeah, it's definitely a problem. The Royal Canadian Mint really did an about face in 2018. Prior to 2018, they had a pretty laid back attitude about their maples. Their stance was, hey, maple leaf coins were bullion. They're intended for metals investors, not collectors. We didn't make a collector coin. We made a bullion coin. And a lot of collectors look at maples as bullion coins. Same with eagles, kangaroos, Krugerrands, Britannias, whatever. And they don't look at them as collector coins since millions of them are put out. So you're walking a fine line on how people consider their stuff. Now, if you're like me, yeah, I consider it bullion, but I have a select few that I'll mess with and I'll handle. It doesn't bother me. But for the most part, I want my stuff to be clean. I want it to be shiny. I keep it in capsules, and I try to hold it to where it retains its original luster. But like I was saying about the Royal Canadian Mint, they really did an about face in 2018. They were catching a lot of backlash. Over the quality of their issues. And they said, fine. So they came out with Mint Shield in 2018, and they started treating all their coins with Mint Shield. So far, so good from 2018 and up for the maples. I've got some from 18 to 21, and they've got a brilliant shine on them. So far, so good. I haven't seen any issues on them. So let's hope that stays. Now, does milk spotting reduce the silver value of your coin? No. Does it have a negative impact on the premium over spot price? Yes. You're not going to get as much as you could have. Certain mints don't have as many milk spotting problems, mainly the Mexican and Chinese mints. Their stuff seems to be holding up pretty well. They're not immune to it, but they're holding up pretty well. So kudos to the Royal Canadian Mint for realizing, hey, we have collectors and we have investors. Let's try to appease both. So good for them on at least taking a step forward and trying to eliminate the problem. So should you add milk spotted bullion to your collection? Well, it really depends on your philosophy. I mean, are you the type that likes to have their stuff pristine at all times, or are you stacking silver purely to stack silver, right? So milk spotting, regardless of how bad it is, doesn't take away the fact that you still have a measure of precious metal. You just need to be cautious about how much you pay for it. So I'll give you an example. My local coin shop is selling pristine 21 maples for right at 33 right now. Here we are, July of 2021, because these videos date so quickly. And this one, 2010. So this is a 2010. Basically, he charged me, and I'm going to admit to you that I bought a bunch of these milk spotted maple. He had a whole tube of them. And I bought up a bunch of them because he gave them to me at spot. He knew he wasn't going to get rid of them because he knows his local crowd. They're not going to buy these. And I'm looking at it like, dude, that's an ounce of silver. I don't care if it turns whatever. That is an ounce of silver to me. Yeah, it looks like crap, but who cares? I'm still going to sell this at spot value. I won't get any kind of a premium on it, but it's always going to be worth spot value. It's an ounce of silver. And the way things are going right now, I wouldn't take anything less for it. And I think I think they would buy it at spot. Somebody would. So, yeah, this isn't for everybody, but me personally, I bought every one of them that I could. At spot, that's an ounce of silver, and I'll take that. So, yeah, now that being said, here's where you got to kind of consider. So, spot is at $26.50, and that's what he charged me for those maples. What's he charging for the regular maples? $33. So, you're talking about a $6.50 difference. So, for only $6.50 more, you can get an absolutely pristine maple from 2021. So, what do? Personally, I do both. I mean, I'm going to buy up the 21s and all the nice shiny little maples, but I'm going to buy these too because that's an ounce of silver. So that's how I look at it, but you know what? Everybody's different. Alright, so moving on to the second category of less than perfect bullion, and that's cull coins. What is a cull? Well, cull refers to any coin with flaws or is in generally poor condition. It's the simplest way to put it. A lot of collectors stray away from cull. They just want nothing to do with it. And then others find them a reasonably priced and worthy investment despite their condition. So what are the advantages of cull coins? Well, no matter what they are, no matter how worn out they are, a cull coin is still a weight of precious metal. And it's always intrinsically linked to spot prices. There's also lower premiums. It's good for restrictive budgets, and it helps you accumulate precious metals. And it could be an option to obtain a normally hard to find or really expensive coin. I think a lot of us have settled for something a little bit less than perfect when it came to something we were really wanting to buy. So, you know, there's a bunch of categories there that fit it. What are the disadvantages? Well, for one, a lot of dealers won't carry cull coins. You'll usually have to get them online. And when the time comes to resell them, you could meet a lot of resistance. Cull coins don't appreciate over time for the most part. They're always going to be linked to that spot price. And worn out cull coins will actually contain less precious metal content than one that's in much better condition. Take, for example, these walking liberties. Normally a walking liberty should weigh 12.5 grams. Alright, so let's put that to the test. We're set on grams. We got, what is this? 1945. So it should weigh 12.5. Let's see what we come up with. 12.31. So we're short on that one. And that's because of the wear. You know, this one's got a lot of wear on it. So 12.31. What do we got? We've got a... Here's a 44. 12.29. That one's even less than the first one. And just for grins, we'll do one more. This is a 42. And that's the lowest of the bunch at 12.26. So you can see where these wearing out has really had an effect on the weight. You know, they're old. They're old. So, yeah, there's disadvantages and there are advantages to cull coins. Bottom line is this is considered constitutional. These in particular are constitutional. The face value of these has gone way up. So I'm not even going to say it's a bad value no matter what kind of shape they're in. I think you're going to do okay with constitutional no matter what. And I think a lot of us down the road may be kicking ourselves for not collecting enough constitutional. I think we were all, those of us who were so busy chasing the pristine stuff, overlooked constitutional, and I really think that could come back to haunt us. I've just now started stacking up constitutional, and I should have started doing it a long time ago. But hey, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? So if you have cull coins, they are what they are, right? I mean, you're not going to try to do anything. There's no point in shining them up. Now, but in the same sense, don't turn a good coin into a cull coin. I see this so many times. I see so many people online. Hey, I cleaned this up. Hey, how does this look? Yeah, it looks fantastic, but guess what? You just shined it up and you turned it into from a good coin to a cull coin, basically. Anybody that knows their stuff is going to know that coin has been cleaned. It's obvious. And you just really killed the value of it. Believe it or not. I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, they look great when they're clean, but guess what? You're better off leaving that stuff alone. You're better off leaving the grime right where it is. Too many collectors have taken their good coins and cleaned them and turned them from good to cull. Yeah, we all want our stuff to shine, but coins get their grades and value in the numismatic market by their originality. Keyword, originality. And you alter that originality, you've decreased the numismatic value of your coin, period. Same thing goes with painting colors. Boom, value gone. There's a ton of links and websites out there that show you how to clean coins, but if you're looking to preserve the value of an older coin, don't clean it. Leave it original. You're better off. So bottom line when it comes to cull, we're going to wrap this thing up. When it comes down to it, cull coins are a good investment opportunity for collectors who they may be on a budget or they're not concerned with the appearance of their investment. The precious metals that make up cull coins are still worth at least spot price, which to me makes them great investments. Cull coins can be a good investment, but remember, most dealers don't carry a substantial amount in their inventory or actively seek cull coins to buy or sell. That could vary from dealer to dealer. I know my guy doesn't, he's not real big into constitutional. He has it and he'll sell it, but he's not a fan of buying it. That's just his preference. But yet you can go down the street to another coin shop and he'll take every constitutional coin you have. Give me the whole bag. I'll take it. So there you have it. We've looked at two different less than perfect scenarios for your coins. Again, it comes down to what kind of investor you are. Are you looking for perfection? Are you looking for stacking? Or are you looking to mix up both? I fall into that category. I fall into both. I like my stuff to be pristine, and I like my less than perfect bullion because I'm also stacking as much silver as I can. That's what it falls into. Basically, you are going to collect how you collect. So I hope you found this video to be a little bit interesting. Just be careful when you're buying cull and when you're buying less than perfect. Don't pay too much for those less than perfect silver coins. Don't do it. Okay? And that's it. That's going to be it for today. I appreciate you checking in. As always, love interacting with you guys in the comment section. So feel free to leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video. We do have our silver and gold stack attack decals in. If you'd like to do a site trade, let me know in the comments below, or you can shoot me an email at nchwa@yahoo.com. We'll work out the details then. So have a great week ahead. Hope everybody had a fantastic 4th of July. Happy birthday, USA, 245 years old. Enjoy the week ahead. Stay safe. See ya.